absolute free farm. Mid has absolute free farm. Top has free farm with 2 kills on top of that. Like, you're not asking for a better start on the side of Virtus Pro, who you and I chose as our favorites.
Radiant's bottom tower is
He even had Zion stacked up a medium camp for Rezo to pull creep wave into. So he is already getting extra farm out of his lane. They're going to pull Saksa up to this top lane because they can't do anything about the accent. 33 is doing okay in that mid lane, but a lot of it is playing off of this medium camp. He has close proximity to him in the Radiant side. 33 is going to be gone on though, and if he wants to get out, he'd have to TP away, and it looks like it's just not worth it. He'll maybe TP back into the lane when he revives.
He did a really good job with the first 2 levels, but as soon as Death Prophet became Death Prophet, the lane I think is nearly impossible. Sumail's going to pop his meta. He's only level 3 and he's trying to farm these neutral camps.
This is very slow.
This is so slow. It took like 15 seconds and they killed 1 centaur.
Yeah. A level of vengeance aura for him too.
The double deny mid too. Just nothing's really working out. They're getting kills in their lanes, and Rezo is pulling it to camps as well. So he's just getting double the amount of farm. Like, look how massive this axe is going to be.
Rezo is going to have a very, very fast blink dagger at this rate.
Yeah, and the Weaver just can't clear creeps fast enough under these circumstances. We're going to see CIS just kind of
just cruising on through, see if he can snag up that bounty rune. He doesn't, though. Sumail grabs it.
And ILTW is now coming in to try to harass. Sumail's got to get out of here.
Oh, no.
It's not the... This is like the dregs of the stack, so it won't matter that much.
And No Tail will still be here. Experience, at least.
All right, he fires the stun.
Take the CS if you can and TP out.
And he sees a different stack right now. Rezo gets the double spin. The catapult was actually about to steal one of the neutral creeps from him, and he got the double spin for it.
Everything's turning up Rezo right now.
Everything's turning up VP. It's 5 minutes in. They've got a 2K gold lead. Soxa, I think, got one of those creeps, but that's been the upside right now for this team, is if they get like one thing at a time right now. Solo's now being given solo XP because the Bristleback has gone off to do anything he wants. He's going to start rotating his way back towards his top lane, but
look at you all day.
So far so terrible right now for OG.
Yeah, just...
I mean, this would be, for me anyways, like psychologically a pretty big victory, because OG then will have won the last 5 games against you.
Yeah.
And maybe you could say one of them looked competitive, the Techies game. That was the closest that you got.
Seb making a rotation here, trying to get a kill, but with no stuns, the supports can just TP away at their leisure. They're going to swap places, and Sumail's going to be playing into the Radiant jungle because the Bristleback keeps on invading his little triangle area, so he's got to go somewhere else.
I like that play a lot from ILTW. He's going to sacrifice a little bit of his farm to make sure that Sumail gets as little as possible.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sumail already, he almost has to back, getting down to about 50 health.
Like, what do you do? Like, somebody gonna bring him salve? Like, can't really afford any more lost time at this rate. All right, we got some regen flooding in. Sure enough, salve's gonna be given over. And Sumail's just gonna focus on getting as many stat items as possible. Double Wraithband gloves. Saksa into the trees. He goes deep into the jungle where he cannot be found by Resolution or Solo, but it still doesn't stop the damage that is being done to the tower.
Yeah, they'll gladly take that. They're perfectly okay. If he decides to pop back out, maybe he can get aggressive on him.
He does indeed pop out, immediately gets pinged by Solo.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Stuck in a corner here. Saksa doing what he can to prolong the life of the tower, but it's not like VP is in any rush because ILTW's been clearing through stacks with his Soul Ring. He's gonna have phase boots now.
Yeah, he's had free farm to do whatever he wants. His Phoenix is now using top to recover. Like, they're spreading the wealth very evenly here on the side of VP, and that's why we're at a 3K gold lead now. It just slowly continues to tick up.
That's going to be really scary because they're going to get their level 6s and such. and their first like core items on their supports first. It just feels like team fights are going to be very difficult for OG.
Most of the movement this game is going to come out from 33, I would imagine. Like, he's going to have to be a pretty big playmaker in this game.
I don't think we've seen an exorcism yet, though.
No, I thought he would try to use it to take mid tower soon, but it looks like he's afraid to just get roared and swarmed on and throw away a lead. So at bottom, Saksa is just hiding in the tree line. He's
Spotted him with the courier.
They know he has no mana.
Rezo's coming for you, Saksa. He's going to squeeze on past Resolution, but he gets the call. Turning Saksa back around, but he's slowed down by Battle Hunger. Resolution just needs to get vision of him for the Culling Blade at this point. Choose the wrong direction.
Well, this doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's going to pop the healing salve, gets the ward out. Saksa.
He's getting juked pretty hard right now.
Yeah, he really is, and he might just be able to get his level 6 as a result of all of this.
Oh my god,
he's still dying underneath the tower. Beautiful.
I will say he had to waste a ward for that.
Yes.
That ward will not help him.
No.
That is not a team ward. Let me say, that was a get Saksa out of dodge ward.
Exorcism being popped to TP up to the top lane. No one takes that mid tower and defends his own. They should not give anything. Seb's going to be caught. He's going to be forced to use his ultimate here. Spotted out by the dust. They have a Spirit Siphon on him. Seb needs to break it with the Shikuchi. Doesn't quite. The nuke comes in, but a stun from 33. Great use of that Centaur Conqueror. Saksa trying to stop Resolution from taking their outpost, and he's stunning him a number of times here. Magic Missile to follow up that last stun with Samael here to clean up, and a nice kill.
Good. Oh my god, that somehow led to a kill.
Amazing what you found laying around.
And they give him the tip. They know how far behind they are right now, and any kill like that is worth its weight in gold. Gold that they're going to get from the bounty runes.
So that non-kill ended up turning into a kill onto the axe and a save of their outpost. Not bad at all.
Bugs go out. Seb does not have time lapse anymore. Supernova's going to go down. So Seb should be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, a little bit surprised that he opted to use it. Maybe he was just afraid that Seb would commit to the Shikuchi double hit.
Yeah, it could be. Definitely not victories in the strictest sense for OG, but better trade-offs than they've been getting for the first 8 minutes of the game. And if they can get a kill here on a solo, that'd be pretty big. He's still up his ultimate, though. Bugs go out. Rolling Thunder being threatened here by Saksa, but he's going to be forced to blow it now as those quills doing so much damage. He has to roll out of here just for fear of that. The roar's going to go down. Science immediately is going to be saved by Solo with the false promise. Seb trying to kill that support. Shikuchi's through him, but the magic immunity prevented any damage. And now Seb, he's going to actually, the time lapse just in time, and he has stick charges as well. They do manage to kill Zions with 33 and Saksa, and Seb still managed to get out.
None for you.
Rezo's still pushing here, but TB's starting to catch up in levels, kind of. I mean, at one point he was level 3, when everyone else was like 5 to 6. So he's starting to catch up a little bit. Sumil needs more space, more time than this, but that was not a bad rotation towards that top lane.
And they're only 3k net worth down.
Yeah, that lead isn't steadily growing. But with this Blink Dagger Axe, he's going to wait for the creep wave to come in, but it isn't quite there. And Sumil wouldn't die from just this.
But if he
still
doesn't
searching.
Kill him full up, Samael's still holding on to a point to level up Sunder if needed. That silence from the Death Prophet. That could be a real killer. Samael's going to have to contend with that. That's where No Tail's supposed to come in. They do have a save of sorts with that swap. The call's going to go down on the Seb. Seb, in 2 seconds for the time lapse. Now silence up. The magic wand goes off, preventing the Culling Blade kill. But he still dies nonetheless. Swap back. Saksa going to be forced to use his Rolling Thunder here to get out. Might try and roll back in to like kill some creeps or something. They want to be able to alleviate this pressure on towers.
But it's just going to be the Bristle TPing up towards top now. Wants to own this area, and 33 will swerve, and maybe they'll go for a smoke. Indeed they do, with just the Venge and the TB. They want to try to make something happen here. They don't want to just be this passive on the map. That gold lead now finally starting to tick up. Might just get a kill here, but No Tail gets spotted. And he doesn't really want to go on this Phoenix, especially with no Rolling Thunder. They don't have auto lockdown, so False Promise is always there too.
Yeah, these two single target stuns of the Magic Missile and Primal Roar just hard countered by the Oracle.
And they're hunting for Sumail right now. They're going to know he's
They're
up
going to
there.
find him. They're going to be able to get the call with the creep waves hitting onto Resolution. This time they don't even need the Culling Blade, which is still on cooldown. Solo will finish him off with the Purifying Flame.
Nice little execute for them as Seb is trying to run away.
Tower is under attack.
He's going to be just fine. It's way too far. They're not going to bother chasing him. And instead, it's top.
Okay, can they actually get this kill? It would be massive on ILTW. They're going to pull in Seb as well. Third three trying to get in front. Still has the Primal Roar ready to go. They're going to wait for one more Rolling Thunder stun. And they don't even need the follow-up from the Beastmaster, but they have to be aware of this team fight. Virtus Pro, they know there's a lot of heroes low here. They're going to be able to get the call. Resolution just going for the support right away. The rest of OG should be able to retreat just fine. 33 just kind of booking it through the jungle, wants to kill creeps while still TPing out successfully and should do so.
There's a Yule Scepter, but perfect area. No one's going to know as he sees the dust settle. That was a nice move by them. The Bristleback actually goes down surprisingly easily, and Seb even going to grab 2 couriers here, so it's going to be almost 1,000 gold going the other way now.
Crazy how this game, like, OG keep on getting these little scraps here and there, and it's preventing the net worth lead from climbing totally out of control. If they hadn't gotten these little scraps, every single thing that we talk about that has been positive for OG, no matter how small, is preventing Virtus Pro from climbing up to an 8K, 9K gold lead, which this patch we've seen has been near insurmountable. You have to have kind of those like crazy late game or Divine Rapiers or something to be able to overcome that kind of net worth difference.
They're pinging Rezo right now, who blinks in, but Soxa does have his ulti, and he's going to pop Rolling Thunder.
Once again, he's going to try and use it and get out. Solo is going to be hit by this back and forth, so that is probably killed. On the other side, 33 actually going for the kill here onto the dead prop. The Yule Scepter goes down, the damage, swap back in. Can they get this one? Trying to save him? No, Resolution. He might be able to get that kill. Now the Supernova explodes. 2 Culling Blade shots, make it a triple kill for him, but no one denies the Ultra. He gets that final kill in Doxa thanks to the Crypt Swarm.
Oh, that would have been so big.
Almost had that death prophet. Resolution comes straight to the rescue.
And that egg by Zayats, the perfect positioning. He was relying on Resolution to find everyone. You can see why they like the axe so much. We're going to see here again. It's a nice pick off on a solo. Soxa with the nice Rolling Thunder. You love being in this area.
Look at Rezo turn as soon as he sees the call. The Yule Scepter goes down, and then he follows that up with a beautiful call on Sumail.
It was the call and the Magic Missile that was Yule's dodged by no one.
Otherwise, they kill no one. Like, so much of the damage kind of goes out the window. Sure, OG probably still lose that fight, but at least they would have said the trade-off was somewhat worth it. Instead, it was a total win for VP.
You had to pump fake that stun. And
another call, once again, they just keep on finding Sumail in this same area. Now, Sumail does have the Thunder. He's going to pop here and turn onto Resolution. Soxa, the Rolling Thunder in, but Rezo...
Oh, the juke.
He doesn't want to go for it. He sees Solo is nearby. And this ward, man, they got to deal with this ward. It's been sitting here for a while.
Yeah, they have to know about it by now. They're going to play some sentries, protect their own ward.
Oh, the smoke up. Did they see that? Maybe. Lots of vision for OG in this like middle left-hand part of the map. They just want to play near this Roshan area as much as possible, it seems.
And both cores spotted by the Hawk. No Tail's going to come in.
Okay, No Tail's leading quite heavily, but none of his team was really that close. And now he's just dead.
Why isn't the Hawk attacking? Save him. Save him. How can you just watch?
Resolution.
Animals are not your friend.
He hunts for the next victim here. But it's going to be Sox in some trouble. Does manage to get the swashbuckle up before the silence. So he does manage to get away. Seb dodging that initiation from Resolution, but not much he can do about the miss. And that is pretty much OG in a nutshell right now. Dodging team fights, but really unable to ever punch back.
Yeah, the good news for OG is that they still have terribly, like ultra late game. The bad news is VP have pressured him a lot. A lot of these have come on the Terrorblade 1-4-1. And they're going to get this early Roshan, which is going to make them even more miserable to deal with.
Oh, on a Seb. Right as they take that Roshan, if they get this kill, it'd be massive. And the Culling Blade does manage to deny the time lapse from the Weaver.
You saw it clicked.
Resolution,
So
mega kill streak for him.
And No Tail is once again dead.
Yeah.
Flee then.
Warmed upon 4-14. Now it's an 8,000 net worth lead. Now we're getting to that point that we were talking about earlier, where Virtus Pro are building such a lead that even Samil's Terrorblade will find it hard to be able to counteract. As now that Blade Mail, oh, it's doing so much damage. Resolution soloing member after member of OG.
Samil must be pissed. He's like, why are you there? Your entire team is showing on the map right now. How do you just make that read to go jungle and then find me?
Yep.
That is not a place where he expected to die, and that was such a good move by Rezo. Just hold that jungle area. His team doesn't need him. They have Aegis right now. You be a little bit risky and you'll bait this Terrorblade out, because he won't feel safe to farm in this triangle because he doesn't know where the vision is.
Oh, another call. This time on a Seb. The swap's going to be there this time around, though. No Tail probably going to sacrifice his life to Supernova on the high ground. Nicely placed by CIS, and he's probably going to catch this Weaver. Time lapse goes out, but he's still stunned. Can they get the call follow-up? Resolution sure can. He's there in a pinch. Double kill for him. The fight may not be done just yet. Asylum's going out, preventing that Rolling Thunder on out. Asylum's going to wait away, though, and now no one. He's a little bit caught here. The Centaur's
looking like a pretty good fight.
Rolling Thunder. This is just a death prophet. No one. He gives up his dominating streak. Soxa still looking for a little bit more, but they should be happy with what they got.
Yeah, they got some bounty runes out of that. The kill. LTW now has shown up. He was not there for like
back in
the entirety of that fight, and he's gonna fight too.
Man, Cole? No, the swashbuckle over to the side. The blade belt damage though, doing so much to Samil. He can't even get off a Sunder here. Soxa now on the run, but a godlike Rezo searches for beyond. Won't get it here, but perhaps the next team fight.
Ooh, VP are good. Anytime you get anything out of them, they immediately just, let's go for aggression again.
Such confidence when they are ahead like this. And now Rezo hunting 33, getting the battle hunger on him to slow him down. Seb is nearby, as is No Tail, so they shouldn't give this kill up so easily.
This would be a pretty big turnaround kill if they can get it.
Here, they've already got him down to half health. Managed to get off the call, though. All that physical damage being shrugged off by Resolution. The call now fading. That armor gone. And can they get it low enough? No, it's going to be the save from Solo. He gets the false promise. Now 33 is going to be Yule Scepter up in the air. He is certainly dead. And No Tail likely to be chased down as the Viscous Nasal Goo. No, they actually turned for the Weaver instead because of Resolution. Found that initiation instead. Damn the supports. Kill the core. And that's 2 of them dead. 21-6 now. Virtus Pro putting on quite the clinic here in game 1 of this best of 5 series.
I mean, it has been the Rezo show in this game. He is just everywhere. It feels so miserable to play against him right now if you're OG. This Axe, they just haven't been able to slow him down at all. I haven't even had to see ILTW do anything in this game.
No.
ILTW's had the freest bristle back.
Look at him go, man. He just jumped inside the bait. But damn about your tier 3 now. Soxon's going to try and push him back out. But No Tail's already dead. That Rolling Thunder not going to be able to land on his Zions again. That was the one support that was a little bit low. Look at this push coming in. Virtus Pro, they're not going to slow down for a moment here. Another call this time. It's whiffed to Resolution. Backing up. Just let no one do his work with the exorcism. They don't really need to do a whole lot other than just watch the tier 3 die at this rate.
This is certainly going to be an early tier 3 tower taken in 22 minutes. I mean, we've just had fast series after fast series. Sumail, we saw what this Terrible could do earlier, but this VP team, I mean, they are just a train.
Seth coming in from behind, immediately going forward. Phoenix, Sox is going to try and help him out. Resolution's already killed No Tail. Virtus Pro go to the back line. They saw him. They're going to try and double use him up to be able to get the call follow-up from Resolution. It's not up just yet. Seth, though, chased by so much damage. They have the sentries out as well. Seth, tries to cut through the trees, but is caught by a net. The clumsy net holds him in place long enough for Rezo to get that double kill. ILTW challenging anybody from OG to find him at this point. A man to dodge, trying to help out. But is it enough for Sumail to get off the Thunder? He does manage to get it with the Rolling Thunder on through. Resolution pretty low. ILTW pretty low as well. A Primal Roar pushes them all out of the side. Oh, what a Rolling Thunder! OG! What is this? What is happening? Are there about to turn this one. No one turns with Spirit Siphon trying to steal through this. They have the swap back by Sumail. He punches out the damage. Now, no one's dead. ILTW,
Another swap.
desperation TP, but it's denied by No Tail. That is a 6-man wipe.
They held.
Pro, they just lost on the high ground, and OG, they just managed to hold this game a little longer.
2,000 gold swing. We're going to see here ILTW. They get really aggressive, but that Manta dodge into the turnaround fight. He gets the Sunder off at the last possible second. With the this Rolling Thunder did so much. It collapsed and hit so many different people, and it got them onto the low ground. When he roared, it forced 2 heroes to the low ground, which then allowed the Rolling Thunder to continue to clip heroes.
Just beautiful from OG.
I mean, what other team holds that?
It doesn't matter how far ahead you are against this team. You have to play good, disciplined team fighting Dota, because they will take advantage of any overextension.
Sumail says, anybody else on 120 ping dodging spells? No. Okay then.
A 9k gold lead for Virtus Pro still, but OG are now out on the map.
Yeah, they finally got some space to farm and do some things. This is the first time we've seen them this deep. Sumail has a little bit more to farm with. It is because of the nerf, a lot less gold than you would normally get. 2,000. I mean, for 5 kills and the lead that they had, I expected a lot more than that.
25-minute bounty runes. Virtus Pro pushing forward into the enemy triangle, seeing if they can catch somebody here. If not, they should secure 2. But at the same time, Soxa does manage to get the 2 on the other side of the map. And this does mean, if you look at that net worth, it's Sumail. His net worth is all that matters right now for OG, and he is beginning to eclipse some of the members of the... Look at that. Now ahead of both the Bristleback and the Axe.
With Death Prophet ult up again, they're going to go for it. Still feels really strong. But VP, if they mess up one more fight like this,
they have a little bit of time, because Sumail still needs mana for Metamorphosis. All their other abilities are ready to go.
it's going to be a Rax. They can't take anything more. OG will give this up for no more heroes dead. In fact, the Siege Wagon does the last little bit of oomph. And top lane, that's a catch.
Resolution, Yule Scepter into the call, and 33 is not even going to bother trying to do anything there.
I've seen so many dunks this game.
Yeah.
19 out of his team's 25 kills he's been a part of.
Dire's bottom tower
What
is under
a
attack.
beastly performance.
OG. They're a bit grouped up around this area, but I don't think they really want to do anything just yet. They're closing in on a Daedalus for Sumail's Terrorblade, and that would be a really big upgrade for them, so. Just trying to buy more time. They give up that mid lane of Rax for just more farming time for Sumail, basically. Seb. Yule Scepter into the Purge, into the Silence. Now, the swap back is going to definitely save him here, but it's probably going to be No Tail shut down instead. Gets to the high ground, TP's out, and Virtus Pro, learning from that last team fight, know that they can't just barrel into OG high ground areas like that. Even though there was nobody actually there, they were afraid of a potential team fight. So they wait till ILTW's here. He leads the way. They get high ground vision and ready up for another push, potentially. 40 seconds for the exorcism, so unlikely to go high ground right away. Ooh, a Paladin sword. That is a huge item for a Death Prophet.
It's really nice for ILTW, but I think it might be better for Death Prophet. I don't know. I really like Soul Siphon Plus.
Yeah, Spirit Siphon plus the amplified healing, 17%.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, but it's okay. Doesn't matter too much. They're gonna go for it again. ILTW just sitting here. I figured they get more Lotuses this game, by the way. There's a lot of single target. There's Roar, Sunder, Bench Stun.
Yeah.
Like I hope this doesn't come to bite them in the ass, because I feel like it's the best item in the game for them. BKB is good for the Pingo roll, but Lotus Orb is good for pretty much everything else.
Yeah, we got Rizzo going to BKB. We have the Heaven's Halberd for the CIS, and then Solo is just operating on a Glimmer Cape. Not much you can expect from the captain of Virtus Pro net worth. He's usually a bit farther behind. Playing these defensive heroes, just plays behind cores, doesn't really like to be too greedy. Especially since he can't even last hit kills with Purifying Flames when Resolution is there.
Oh gee, they're smoked up. This could be the fight.
This
The
will
roar.
be a massive one. The ILTW, he goes for the back line. Sucks it.
He's only at half health.
Shane's hitting up the Oracle. Can they bring down ILTW during that time? No, they cannot. He turns his back to him and he managed to get off the false prompt.
Oh, they gotta get out
the
now.
retreat from OG. Samael, he has a little bit. He's got the center. Is he getting it up? No, and too much damage. He dies right away. Resolution there with a chop. 33 as they turn back towards Seb. Seb, he did get dusted up, but they didn't see where he went. ILTW is way too big with the Crimson Guard AC. He shrugs off all that physical damage.
That was not even that close. He still had like 1,300 HP after all that. That is not the target you want to go on.
No.
ILTW presented his back to you. You said, sure, let's throw everything at it.
And Soxa played it perfectly. Soxa actually got to the back line and chain stunned Solo. With his Blink Dagger, he found Solo and stunned him 3 times in a row. That's what you have to do in order to kill a core in this game, but they chose the wrong core to try and kill. Seb's gonna get caught out in that top lane because Resolution doesn't need to be with his damn team when they're taking the barracks like this. He goes off, he hunts, he lets the rest of Virtus Pro worry about the objectives.
He's played this game so well. I cannot wax poetic enough about how well this Axe is played.
This man is a straight killer. And he has been on the loose for the last 30 minutes. OG have been unable to stop him, and it's getting harder and harder with a BKB 10-second duration.
They're gonna get all 4
him
bounty runes.
And for the Death Prophet, 4 bounty runes, a Roshan with Aegis and G's. The advantages keep on racking up. So OG, what do you do to stop? Do you try and fight this Roshan without Seb?
I feel like you have to fight it. I kind of think you lose the game if you give this one up. Maybe Soxa will go for a snipe. I could see Soxa snipe this. He's
Yeah,
played
Rolling
really well.
Thunder with Blink Dagger.
No, another grab by Rezo.
He is going to be able to go into the back line and stun up some of these heroes. He ventures into the Roshan pit, but no tail. Despite that swap, 33 is still going to die. They're both going to die here in Soxa. His Rolling Thunder's about to wear out. He hits him one more time. Swashbuckle up, but it's so unlikely for him to be able to get away here.
Another chop. And Rezo just knew they were up there. They have good ideas right now about where the entirety of OG is. He's going to go for the TP. Look at this.
This man.
He's given the signal to kill.
The predictions, man, he has that ward. He's going to signal. Someone needs to help me out with this one. It's going to be Zayat's Resolution. He's going to get the call with the blade mail. Now, is it going to be enough damage fast enough? They need to prevent it. Oh, he's got the Thunder. Samael now turning. Seb sees an opportunity to be able to collect this Resolution kill. Samael's got to be careful, though. The Sunray's burning him out. He's just going to die to the support. Resolution does go down to Seb, and Zayat has a bug on him. But the rest of the Virtus Pro is on their way, so Seb's not going to go for it. Instead, he's going to try and push out the wave as quick as he can.
And without Sumail, I mean, all these deaths I feel like are worth it. He doesn't have buyback. Resolution does if he wants to use it. I think that trade is 1-for-1 worth it. They just gave him the green light this game. They said, whatever play you want to make, we trust you. Even if it'll leave us vulnerable potentially in a 4v5, we know that your instincts about this game, you're reading the game really well. Just go for it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Head up lane. It's just a tier 2 and tier 3 that separates Virtus Pro from getting mega creeps here. Sides with the Aghanim Scepter now on the Phoenix. This Bristleback has so much covering him. OG, I think the only way they win the fight is outside the base here, but they're trying to take it somewhere near this high ground. But there was some action. They're still smoked up and still trying to find that back line. They cannot go straight through Virtus Pro.
They need to kill Solo, and they want to avoid ILTW at all costs.
ILTW is way too massive. Push forward to
Solo.
Samael. He's going to join him here. Solo is going to be spotted out, but does have the Glimmer Cape protecting him. The Rolling Thunder is going to cause some havoc. They do have that stun onto no one here, but he causes BKB. Solo forced to use the false promise on himself. Everyone is still alive here, but no one. He's going to challenge Samael. He's got the Spirit Siphon plus the BKB. Samael turning away a little bit, pops Santa. Oh, but now he's inside. Swap goes over, but no chance to be able to get off a Sunder. They try and go for the A2, but the double Yule Scepter. And protects the egg. One from no one, the other from Resolution, who gets the chop on Asaxa. And now it's just Seb and 33. 33, he's certainly dead. Seb, maybe with the time lapse, can get out. He's gonna Shikuchi over the side and goes to where 33's corpse is currently laying in the jungle. They're gonna find Seb, chase him down. The dust is gonna wear out in a second here, but long enough to get the Euled Scepter call that will finish him off. What a game from Virtus Pro. They can just run down mid lane and go straight for that lane, or straight for tier 4s, I guess at this point. Yeah, no tail's gonna call it. Virtus Pro, and showing that they are not to be trifled with in this best of 5 series. Resolution in particular, I mean, we've been talking about Rezo and his performance as he gets better and better in the offlane role. He's gotten acclimated to it, and it feels like this is just the culmination of all the experience he's had so far. This was the best performance by him yet.
He was a killer in this game. Like, he found Sumail every single time.